It was a dark day in the kingdom of Garnia when Princess Irene, the crown heir of Garnia, was found dead. All the evidence indicated that the death was a potential homicide. The detective in charge sent some blood samples found at the site of murder to get a DNA fingerprinting analysis done. The DNA fingerprint was compared to four suspects. Prince Miles of Bolsara, whose marriage proposal was rejected by the princess and had since shown suspicious behavior. Minister Albert, a narrow minded old man who disliked the fact that the successor to the throne is a female. Prince Elliot, who was Prince Irene's uncle and also the second in line to the throne. And suspect 4 is Prince Elliot's son, Prince Eric, who wishes his father to be the direct successor. DNA fingerprints were created on two gels, as diagrammed here, that show the results of amplifying two VNTR loci. Amplifying two loci helps further ensure that the evidence matches the suspect's DNA fingerprint. So let's look at locus 1 first. The evidence, or which I'll refer to as in this video as blood sample, has two bands and is thus heterozygous. The victim's alleles do not match the blood sample, so we can rule out the victim at locus 1. Prince Miles' alleles perfectly align with the alleles in the blood sample, so Prince Miles could be guilty. Minister Albert also has alleles that perfectly align with the blood sample at locus 1, so Minister Albert could also be guilty. Prince Elliot only has one band and is thus homozygous, while the blood sample is heterozygous at locus 1, so Prince Elliot can be ruled out. Prince Eric has two bands, but they're in different positions, so we can rule out Prince Eric as well. Keep in mind that the child must receive one allele from the mother and one from the father. So in this case, Prince Eric receives this allele from his father, while this allele would be from his mother. At locus 2, the victim only has one band and is thus homozygous, while the DNA sample and the evidence is heterozygous, so we can rule out the victim. Prince Miles has two bands, but they do not align with the alleles at the evidence, so we can rule out Prince Miles. Minister Albert has alleles that align perfectly with the alleles in the blood sample, so Minister Albert could be guilty. Prince Elliot only has one band and is thus homozygous, while the DNA sample is heterozygous, so we can rule out Prince Elliot. Prince Eric has two bands and they perfectly align with the alleles in the evidence's DNA sample, so Prince Eric could be the murderer. But keep in mind that the suspect needs to match exactly at all loci. Since Prince Eric's DNA fingerprint did not match at locus 1, we can rule out Prince Eric. And Prince Miles' DNA fingerprint did not match at locus 2, so we can rule out Prince Miles. So it turns out that Minister Albert is the person who committed the murder.